So, welcome back to some games we've been playing recently. I'm joined by Kim.
Hey everyone.
My wife, and this Christmas season, we were able to catch up on some good gaming time, which we both kind of needed, and it was awesome. And we not only played a lot of newer games, but we played mostly older games, and we're going to get to those in a bit. But Kim is continuing her questing in
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh my god, it just continues on and on and
Hey,
on.
I said I was gonna keep going with this game. You know why?
Why?
The quests.
Yes.
The endless quests that you can do. The addiction is right there for me. Is the
Yeah.
quests.
And the thing is like Kim has been playing this game for I don't even know how many hours. It's a lot now. Like 75 hours or something like that?
Maybe.
Somewhere in there. Well, you level 47?
49.
49. And so I said to Kim the other day, like, the difference with me and Kim, I gotta say this, is when I play an RPG, I just do the bare bones minimum to get to the end.
Right.
And I feel good. I feel good. That's like that. But Kim is doing every single little thing. I really appreciate
Like
it.
the most littlest things I
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Like we actually looked at her quest completed list, and I just let it scroll. I'll let it scroll right now.
So yeah, no, aside from the quest though, there's other
Yeah.
things to the game, obviously. But the storyline, yes, I love the storyline. But there's like little things like the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And like the different areas that you can go into, especially when things change from like night to day, day to night. That blew my mind. It actually caught me off guard for the swamp area.
Yeah.
Because you're in this horrible looking area and then all of a sudden night comes and it's gorgeous.
Oh, that bioluminescence kind of thing? Yes, yeah, yeah.
I loved it.
The game is amazing. I've given it a 10 out of 10. I think it's incredible. You're
Yeah.
exploring way more than I've ever done,
Yeah.
which is amazing. But there's some areas that are a little bit too vast.
Well, because
Like, I'm meaning, you know, like areas that are just too flat.
yeah, I mean, they give you all this gorgeous forests and stuff, whatever, but
Yeah.
then I got to this one area that kind of just took me back. I'm like, did they get lazy?
Yeah. Oh no, it's like you're just running from section to section. It's really a long run,
Yeah.
and then talking to people. It's like a big city area kind
It
of
was
thing.
a big city, and I guess because I'm so used to the other areas that this kind of stepped me back. But the characters were great. I mean, one thing that I find hilarious in this game is you can change your outfits to the most ridiculous things, and one of them is a swimsuit.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, why?
That's Joe. Actually, you bring up a very interesting thing. That was in the original, like Xeno Saga.
Oh.
You could do that as well.
Okay.
I believe as well. So it seems to be something with Monolith that they do this. So, because the interesting thing is the Xeno series has a long history, and all the games are not related.
Yeah.
So there's like Xenogears and Xenosaga, and then you're playing, Xenoblade Chronicles, and and it continues on. But it's got a long history with it, but they're all unrelated games. But the swimsuits remain, it seems, in some of these games.
And I think that's
It's
what I
fun.
like about those games.
Yeah.
Is when you do change your gear,
Yeah.
it stays with the character, even in the cutscenes.
Yes.
Even in the cutscenes, you're still wearing the same, like the outfit you picked.
That's a big deal. I mean,
I
you know,
like it. It keeps
yeah.
me immersed in it.
Well, back in the olden days, you'd be playing an RPG character and you get a new sword, but you'd
Yeah.
just be running around with the same
Same
sword.
sword.
And it's kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
video games give you so much more. Back in the day, I was telling you the other day that you really had to use your imagination a lot more. Like when I was playing the original Dragon Warrior 1, I had to use my imagination. It's like, on the NES, it was very, very old. But let's keep on going with you.
Yeah.
You also played a very amazing childhood game and finished it.
Yes.
And you did it using save states. Lots and lots. And listen, I'm not I will never shame anybody for using save states. I mean, everybody prides themselves sometimes on being a video gamer and being able to finish a game all the way through and not using any continues. That's great if you can do it. But also some people just want to get through the game.
I did.
Yeah.
And that would be
Donkey Kong Country. Yeah,
I love that game.
I know, and you've come on to the channel before and talked about your top 10 games of all time,
it's
and
one of my top
how
10.
Donkey Kong Country was that a childhood favorite.
Yeah, childhood memory, and I was so happy to walk down that memory lane.
And I got to sit. You know what's great? I sat down on the couch, had a drink during Christmas, and just watched Kim continuously using save states go back and forth to get through that game. It was amazing.
Well, it's funny because that's probably one game that you've never seen me play. And
Not
I've
all the
always
way through.
talked about it.
Not all the way through.
Love it.
And all that. It was
love and hate it.
It was. I felt so bad because like I'd be watching Kim play it, and all of a sudden I'd see the carts or something go down.
The carts were horrible.
Yeah.
Those ones always kick my butt, and I was getting some gamer rage.
That was a lot of fun. What else do you want to talk about with that game?
Well, not only that, like it's just gorgeous. I love the music, but there's one area that you go into, and I was laughing, and you're like, why are you laughing? Like, since I was a kid, I always hear this one song that plays.
Yeah.
And it goes, silver bells,
silver bells.
And I just play it over and over, and you're like, no, I hear it now.
Yeah, no, I'll just let it play. Yeah, now I always hear Silver Bells with that song. It's like so funny.
Yeah.
But I love Donkey Kong Country. You know, I'll tell you a little story about Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
When I first started hanging out with Rob when I was 22, I think Rob was like 18, 19, he lent me some games. And one of them was Donkey Kong Country because I'd never played it.
Yeah.
And I started playing it and I was no good at the game.
Oh.
But I loved it. I loved the claymation look. I loved everything about it. I thought it was a really amazing game, and it's one that I think we're gonna get a physical copy for.
Oh, I would love to get one
in the future, just for like
for my own collection.
For your collection,
right
of course,
beside
for
all
your
the
collection.
Dragon Quest stuff.
Yeah. It's like Dragon Quest and Donkey Kong. That'd be perfect. But we had a lot of fun playing that together. That was like, do you know? It's like we felt like we were in the '90s again.
I think that's what brought me back to.
Yeah.
For sure. It was a comfort zone game.
Yes.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And for me,
yes. What have you been playing?
Well, the weird thing is, do you know what's so funny? Kim sees it on all the time.
Yeah.
And she just kind of walks by and sees me playing it. She's like, oh, it's kind of another fighting game, which it is. And it's from like 31 years ago. And for some reason, now that I got on the Switch, it's a little bit more accessible for me.
Yeah.
I tend to turn it on all the time.
You do.
And isn't it weird?
No, it's just like it's always on in the background.
Yeah, she knows what I'm trying to talk about. And that game is World Heroes, okay? On the Neo Geo. Right here, I had the actual Neo Geo carts. You know, as I'm getting older, I don't know what it is with World Heroes. It's growing on me, and I'm loving it more and more and more. It was like at the time, you know, the girl I was with when I was 16 years old.
Yes.
I walked into this arcade. I was playing Street Fighter all the time, and there was this Neo Geo cabinet, and it had World Heroes on it. And I went up, and I'm like, oh, what is this? And kind of different than Street Fighter. Street Fighter was the World Warrior. You're fighting warriors all over the world.
Yeah.
Where this one, you're fighting warriors through different time periods, which is so interesting. And for me, what really hit me with the game was the two main characters, Hanzo and Fuma. They're kind of like Ryu and Ken, but I even thought they were cooler than Ryu and Ken the way they looked. They were like, because they looked like they were ninjas, and I picked Fuma. My main guy, and I loved it. And I think why I keep coming back to the game over the years is the combo system, because you have a double jump. Where in Street Fighter you just kind of jump.
Yeah.
Where in this game with your main guys, like using Fuma, you can use a double jump. And so you kind of double jump, and sometimes your opponent will already do their move, and it gives you time to land and do a combo. And I love the comboing in World Heroes. It's very fulfilling to do a double jump into a knee, into a small kick, into a bigger kick, into a shuriken. That's something that you get.
It just sounds like more advanced in a way. Like it just gives it that little extra edge, even though it's that so simple.
They were building on the idea of combos that were kind of accidentally created in Street Fighter, and they were really building on that. And I really loved it. And I love all the characters in this game. You fight this like Nazi robot. It's so cool, called Brocken, and then you fight this American guy called Muscle Power. That's kind of a take. He's kind of a take on Hulk Hogan, and it's all these kinds of things. And it's graphically, I don't know what it is. It seemed when I originally saw it, it looked like a cartoon to me. And my favorite stage as well, I just want to say this, is the Japan stage.
I know.
It took me for some reason I was having such a hard time getting to that stage.
That's a real stage.
Yeah. It's a real place. It's a real
It's
place. And I just loved it. I remember when I got there in the original game, I was like, this stage, you know what it is? It was just like, I thought Japan was so cool back when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, it still is.
It still is, but
Yeah.
I'm saying it was just mystery land, and especially
yeah.
all these video games and anime and stuff like that.
Out of there, yeah.
Yeah, and I think this kind of cemented it. I was like, I love the Japanese and what they're doing. This is amazing.
Yeah.
And also, do you remember this? The bonus stage is there's this big thing of clay or whatever, rock, and
I always thought that was weird.
yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
And you beat the crap out of it to reveal this muscle character. And it's like, of all the things that you could make,
yeah.
you make this muscle character. It's so weird and all that. Yeah, well, it's what happened.
It's what it was.
It's what it was and all that. But I keep coming back to World Heroes, and World Heroes 2 is great,
Yeah.
but it's World Heroes 1. I even have I got the CD soundtrack in the truck, and I'll drive and I'll listen to it
on repeat.
On repeat because I love the time of the Neo Geo, and as I get older, I'm loving it more and more. I mean, look at these big cartridges. How could you not?
I always
love
find
this?
it amazing how you can still listen to video game music when like you're playing the video game and you're into the music, but you like to take it out of there.
Oh, you mean
into
to
the real world? Yeah, it's just.
Oh, that's
it's
fascinating.
Yeah.
I've always done it.
Yeah,
I've always
I
done
know.
it. Yeah, I know, but when I was a kid, I'd put my ear to the arcade machine and I'd listen to the music.
Oh.
I try to get as much out of the experience as like possible. But
Oh.
anyways, the other game and like almost to the last game we've been playing is this game, but I've been playing it this way: Super Mario Galaxy.
Yep.
What an amazing game! It almost feels to me like a completely brand new game because it's the high definition. In the original game, it was on the Wii. It was 480, standard definition.
Yep.
To be honest with you, so I got to come back to Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yes.
I got to say this memory. I remember I was playing it on the Wii back in the day. This is funny. I was playing it in this room at the standard definition TV in here, and I'm playing it, and I'm trying to really enjoy it. This is back in the Wii days, is it? And Kim comes in. We're first dating and all that stuff. And then the first thing she says to me, because it's standard definition, she's like, "Oh, what's wrong with the graphics?" And it just killed me. It took me out of the experience completely.
I'm so sorry. And probably you noticed it after that.
I could hardly play the game again because of that. And then so that's nice. We got a high definition thing, and now you're super addicted to it all those years later.
I'm biting my tongue.
Funny. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like when I played Super Mario Galaxy, it still looked amazing, even if it was standard definition.
Yeah.
But it's like a new game to me.
Yes.
Playing in high def. I mean, I was playing the other night, and I'm like, this is amazing.
It's gorgeous.
It is, and it's like trying to navigate in that 3D space that they've created.
That always trips me out.
It is trippy.
It is trippy.
Totally trips me out. I'm like, am I going the right way? Whoa. I go around this planet and all that. And it's amazing. I think Super Mario Galaxy, I'm not saying it's an underappreciated game, but I think on Super Mario All-Stars, it shines, no pun intended, like it's never shined before. I think it looks really great, and definitely going to go back to that one some more. And finally, we've been playing a little game that kind of struck a chord with us years ago.
Years ago.
We kind of saw that silly little movie.
I love it.
We love that movie so much. And then we played the game. We played the game, and we got a chance to play it recently and to relive a memory from nearly 11 years ago. Like, time's flying by.
Oh my god. Like that.
It goes by so fast. It's like, what happened, It's like nuts that way. But yeah, we got to play Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, the complete edition. I said the entire title there. And so much fun and all that. And I think some people don't get Scott Pilgrim.
No.
And I get that.
I wish they would. It's a brilliant movie, brilliant game, and it's in Canada.
And it's in Canada, yay! Well, Canada finally gets something.
Yeah.
We finally get something, and it's a simplistic fighting game. It's not, it's not gonna break the mold.
No.
But just with you and a buddy, or you and your wife or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It's fun to sit and play with another human being.
Yeah, and
I know.
Also like when you watch the movie and you get to relive it through the game, it just makes it that much more fun.
All of the characters and all of that, and that movie, man. Dude, I guess gotta say something. I remember when we were sitting in the movie, and it just started with the dun dun, the music, and we're like, oh, we both knew at that point, right in the beginning of the movie, we're like, whoa, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good, and it just kept going. Edgar Wright, man. I still think it's one of Edgar Wright's best movies he's ever made. I mean, it's on another level. It's almost like it is a video game.
Yeah.
Come to life, and the music and all. You know, there's so many things. The Zelda music's in there and stuff like that, and the meme jokes and I mean, there's so many in jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are some games that we've been playing.
Just only a couple.
Only a few. And it's funny how we're playing a lot of older games.
Yeah.
And I always try to go back to some games that I haven't, like Super Mario Galaxy. I was like, I need to play some more of that. And so it was nice to be able to sit down this Christmas and to be able to do that.
Yes.
Now it's time to move into 2021. There's a lot of games coming out. I'm like looking at my wall with a calendar of all the stuff. I'm like,
That's coming out now? Yeah.
oh my God, it's starting. It's beginning.
Rolling out.
I don't think it'll be as big as last year or the year before, which is nuts. But I think it's going to be a pretty healthy year for video games, and we'll be definitely here playing them.
I'll still be playing Xenoblade.
Yeah, yes. And we plan on doing a final thoughts video on Xenoblade Chronicles together and really talk about it.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Probably in the year 2022, the way Kim is going. But she's going to finish every single quest. It's going to be
I really
nuts.
want to. It's a new goal.
I can't believe it. I want to see it happen. I can't believe it. So anyways, guys, until next time.